Hello everyone. This month's build for the Dalek is just going to focus on the construction of the shipped out parts this month. I have not had the time due to work and other projects to be able to continue to do any additional work to the interior of the cockpit. So just going to focus on the parts that we were sent this month, and there will be more to come in the future. So here are the parts for step number 43. So as you can see, we have more of the brackets, the smaller pieces that go on the front, the plates that go underneath. We've got two more aluminum plates to put onto the base. We of course have the screws and the nuts for the aluminum plates as well. So not much there, so let's go ahead and get started. The first two pieces that are going on are these two sections here. I was really expecting to see these going underneath because these other parts are all underneath these two larger plates here. But double checking the instructions, I looked at it a couple of times and they are indeed on top. So that's where these are going to now get bolted into place. This second one goes in just the same as the first, so I'm going to go ahead and get it taken care of off camera, and I'll be right back. As soon as I finished filming that first section there, I realized that I had this plate on front to back. So I've got the second one on, and I've got the first one flipped over to where it's supposed to be. So now you can very clearly see, of course, the four sections for the wheels, and then there are these four smaller round areas, and then the two side round areas where lights are going to go in for creating a glow coming out from underneath the Dalek. All right, on to the next step. The next pieces that are going in are these three riser pieces. These are those sort of T-shaped pieces. So we have one on this end, and it gets the little plate. We have one on this end, it gets the little plate. The middle one, for some reason, does not get this little plate. I'm not sure why, but we'll find out in future. This left bracket riser piece actually has a cutout in the corner here to coincide with the fact that it comes at an angle against this straight. So it has to go in here. It cannot go anywhere else, and it definitely cannot go on the opposite side because that little chamfer is in the wrong location. So now each of these 3 pieces is going to get put into place. And that's those 3 risers now in place. These pieces go on just like the other ones have in the past, using the same screws. So I'm just going to go ahead and do those off camera, and I'll be right back. That is the end of step number 43. On to step number 44. Step 44 is pretty much exactly like step number 43. The 2 aluminum base plate pieces are different. However, each of these risers is the same as was in step 43. This won't take very long to do. Get this taken care of and show you how it looks. So as in the previous step, I think I'm going to go ahead and do most of this off camera because it's a repeat of stuff that you've already seen. Our new base plate piece here goes into this location, and I've raised up the base so that you can see this a little easier. It goes in this orientation here, and these larger holes have to line up with the larger holes down here. You see that there is a triangle of holes in the piece here. The third hole is right underneath the arm here, so it's hard to pick it up on camera. But if I bring that up at a high enough angle, you can certainly see that there is a third hole there. So that's where this piece is going to go. I'm going to go ahead and get this installed, and I'll be right back. The small back plate is now bolted into place. So I can now turn this around to the front of the Dalek. And again, those 3 holes that you see there are the screw holes for an identical plate that is going to go into here. So let me go ahead and get that one bolted into place, and we'll move on to the next step. That plate went in a lot quicker than the back plate, just because I didn't have to work underneath the arms of those 2 brackets in the back. But there it is, and that's ready to go. Now it's time to add in those riser pieces onto this side and finish off step number 44. All of the lower skirt attachment points are now put into place, all of these riser pieces. All of these angled pieces here are supports for the bumper around the base of the Dalek, so that's now all in place. And that is the end of step number 44. On to the next one. Step number 45 provides us just these 3 pieces plus some screws. This is actually part of the underside of the bumper section of the base of the Dalek. So let's get this put together. Assembly of this is actually quite easy. These 2 pieces just butt right up against each other, and then this flange piece just drops down on top of it. I am, however, going to go ahead and, as I've done before with the other plastic pieces, is I'm going to go ahead and glue these together as well. So the liquid cement here is going to capillary down into the joint. And then I'm also going to add in some glue onto the bottom of this base plate, or this connecting plate, excuse me. I'll put some glue onto the bottom of the connecting plate, and then that will go directly down onto the connector. So I need to get a little more into this joint here. And now I can drop that right into place. Press that down. And then to hold it in place while the glue sets up, go ahead and drive in the provided screws. And that is the end of step number 45. Step number 46 has the next couple of pieces that are going to go onto the bottom of the skirt of the Dalek. So these are then also going to be attached to the first two pieces that were in step number 45. So I've already put my two pieces together here. I'm just going to go ahead and add my glue directly into the joint. That'll capillary in. And I'm also going to go ahead and attach the bracket onto it. So a little bit of glue onto the bracket. And slide that down into place. Before the glue sets up, go ahead and get the screws in. And that one's now attached. So on the left here, I have the two pieces that go together here for step number 46. And then on the right, I have the part that was made back in step number 45. So now we're going to attach these two together. Same process, nothing new. So we're going to be able to get our bracket located into here, just like that. But first, I'm going to add in a little bit of glue into the joint. Add a little bit of glue onto the connecting bracket. Press that down into place. And add these screws. And that is the end of step number 46. The directions do not say anything about attaching this bottom section yet, but I wanted you to see how this is going to go into place. So I just use a couple of my extra HP screws to just hold it in place. So you can see the nice point there at the front of the Dalek, and then it comes down around the side. And then when the whole thing is sitting down, it now sits nicely and flat on the table. So that is the end of step number 46 and the end of the build for this month. Thank you very much for joining me.